Isn't Pyro just amazing, especially in a small stadium? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? As you can see, it's Jordan T. Complication, the ace of New Japan Pro Gaming, the one and only true ace of worldwide gaming everywhere, Mr. Complicated. And we are live for SmackDown in Oklahoma City. And let's get right into the action that we have for you guys tonight. And tonight on Friday Night SmackDown is going to be a big night coming off the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. So much happened, and you guys are going to see a lot of great things that happened on that night go down here tonight. And in our opening contest here on SmackDown, a fatal four-way match where John Morrison, Shinsuke Nakamura, Keith Lee, and the debuting LA Knight are set to compete in action. Then in the tag team division, as you guys all know, we have all the tag teams here on SmackDown. Shoutouts to my friend Polana Productions for allowing me to use that. We have Alpha Academies, Chad Gable and Otis versus the Viking Raiders, Eric and Ivar. And after dethroning the ring general at Extreme Rules, the Celtic Warrior Sheamus, with his newly crowned undisputed tag team champions Pete Butch and Ridge Holland, look to continue their reign of terror here on SmackDown, as tonight Sheamus goes one-on-one in regular competition with one half of the Street Profits, Montez Ford. And then a big pickup that we got over the last couple of days. Shelton Benjamin, MVP, and Cedric Alexander, who were seen in communication with each other backstage, are going to be at each other's sides here tonight, as Shelton Benjamin tonight takes on the Blackheart known as Tommaso Ciampa. Then in more great tag team action, we are going to have Los Lotharios, the cousins of Latinos, Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, versus the debuting SmackDown team of Legado del Fantasmas, Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza. And then in a rematch from last week, after being screwed over by the referee, Solo Sikoa looks for retribution, as along with the rest of the bloodline, he looks to take out Mr. One and Only Ricochet. And it was not a good night for Imperium at Extreme Rules, as it saw Gunther lose the IC title to Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci come up short in trying to become the new SmackDown Undisputed Tag Team Champions. But tonight we'll see if Timothy Thatcher, the newest recruitment to Imperium, can bring the fight and bring back Imperium's winning ways, as he takes on former WWE and IC champion Big E. And then in our main event, the new WWE champion, the Viper, Randy Orton, who came off of that hellacious Fatal 4-Way Extreme Rules match, tonight looks to show why he deserves one more title run, why he is the face of SmackDown as he takes down his old rival, the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. And as the match looks up tonight, LA Knight in his debut in a Fatal 4-Way match, even with all the odds stacked against him. Yeah, that's right, dummies. LA Knight victorious. Yeah. And then in tag team action, the Viking Raiders proved to be too much for the Alpha Academy. And in a hard-fought effort, Montez Ford comes up just a little short against the new IC champion and Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And this was quite a shocker. Tommaso Ciampa, even with MVP and Cedric Alexander by his side, beats Shelton Benjamin here tonight. And our tag team match up here tonight, Legado del Fantasma in their debut pick up a good win over Los Lotharios. But now it's time to get into the grudge matches. And back live at ringside here in Oklahoma City, where it is time for the rematch between Ricochet and Solo Sikoa. And here he is from Louisville, Kentucky, the high-flying comic book character come to life, Ricochet.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds.
SmackDown Cup winner Ricochet has been on a hot streak as of late here on SmackDown, but that win that he got last week, I'm still a little optimistic about that, considering that Solo Sikoa had his foot on the rope and the referee just kept counting. Like, seriously, man, don't think I'm just gonna bypass that, seriously. And good luck to Ricochet here tonight, because his opponent, he wants retribution. He wants payback after what happened last week. And look at this, he's not coming alone.
Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 240 pounds, Sikoa.
The enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa, the modern day Umaga, accompanied by the former tag team champions, his cousins, the Usos, or I keep saying cousins, his brothers, the Usos, and the honorary Us himself, Sami Zayn. Solo Sikoa, who before that loss to Ricochet was undefeated, picked up wins over people like Tommaso Ciampa and even one half of Los Lotharios, Humberto Carrillo. And Sikoa, you see, he is not here to play games. He wants retribution. You can tell by the scowl on his face, he's here for business. And I don't know what's going on with the bloodline, because ever since Roman Reigns unfortunately took that loss to Cody, I don't know what's been going on with the bloodline. We haven't seen Roman. We have not heard from Paul Heyman. None of the members of the bloodline really want to compete anymore. And now Solo Sikoa, oh, gets caught with that enziguri even when he tried to sidestep. And Sikoa, you got to understand, this man just got to SmackDown. He just showed up. And the fact that he took a loss to Ricochet in the way he did, it's got to be eating at him. This is not how he wanted to beat Mr. One and Only, beat a former champion, and look at him go. And don't forget, Solo Sikoa is also, just like Ricochet, technically a former NXT North American champion after defeating Carmelo Hayes, but was forced to vacate the title due to some BS reasons by WWE officials. But look at Solo Sikoa come back here. And again, like the bloodline operates, Solo did not come alone. Whoa! Huge drop kick there from Sikoa. Quickly into the cover on Ricochet to try to beat the former champion, but not enough. Like I was saying earlier, Solo Sikoa, not one to be traveling alone. That's how the bloodline operates. They fight as one, they beat down as one, they conquer as one, because they are the one. And now look at Solo Sikoa just staying on top of Ricochet, ground and pounded. Not letting Ricochet get even a chance. Now Solo rolling up Ricochet. Shoulders are down. Solo could try to steal one if he wanted to, but only a 1 count. And now Sikoa in the tree of woe. This could spell bad news for Ricochet. Look at that. A modern-day bulldozer, Sikoa just driving his bare foot right into the throat of Ricochet. And this is not the same Ricochet that we saw defeat Sikoa last week. But now Ricochet starting to get a little offense mounted, maybe not. And now Sikoa goes all the way up top. That's pretty far, Sikoa, but he doesn't care! Huge splash on the Ricochet cover, not enough. How did Sikoa even get that kind of distance? And now Sikoa has Ricochet up in the powerbomb position. This could spell bad news. And now Sikoa, no! Oh! Just powerbombed Ricochet. Basically threw him out of the ring right in front of the rest of the bloodline. And now Sikoa, oh, huge splash. Right off the ring apron. And this is the part of Sikoa that scares me. This is the enforcer of the bloodline. And keep an eye out for Sami Zayn and the Usos, because you gotta understand, they're probably furious at the end of Extreme Rules as well. And now Ricochet, oh, face first off the barricade off that snake eye. And Jimmy J, Sami, don't even think about it. And look at that, Sikoa, in honor of the tribal chief. stalking Ricochet now. And this is where Sikoa gets so dangerous. This is where that wild Samoan side of him comes out. And now Solo saying he wants to end it. He wants to finish this. And here we go. The spinning Solo. Cover on Ricochet and oh, wait a minute. He just broke it up. Sikoa could have had the match won, but instead he broke up the count. What the? And now, oh, wait a minute. Sikoa looking for maybe another spinning Solo, but Ricochet has him up. Ooh, nice face breaker. Come on, Ricochet. Prove yourself, man. Oh, look at that yet again. And Ricochet now just trying to mount any kind of offense he can. And look at how he's got Sikoa face planted into the mat. And now Ricochet goes up top yet again. Could we be looking for the 630? And he got him! He got Sikoa into the cover. Two. No! They didn't get him. And no, wait a minute. Sikoa catches Ricochet by the throat. Oh, the Samoan spike! Cover on Ricochet after the Samoan spike, and he got him.
Here is your winner, Sikoa.
Sikoa gets his redemption from last week. The enforcer of the bloodline makes good on the winning ways here tonight, but we got to keep going with what we got here tonight on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Shout outs to Sikoa, big win, and we'll see where he goes from here. And the action just stays hot and fast here on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. One of the fan favorites and one of my favorite big guys that we got here on SmackDown.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, Big E.
The former WWE champion, multi-time tag team champion, and former Intercontinental champion is Big E. And tonight, he looks to get back to his winning ways. We have not seen Big E for the last number of months. Last time we saw him, he unfortunately took a loss here on SmackDown. I forgot against who, but Big E, great to see him back here. And here comes Imperium. Of course. Imperium. Wait, where's his opponent of tonight? I don't see Timothy Thatcher, which is pretty weird.
And his opponent, representing Imperium from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 225 pounds, Timothy Thatcher.
Well, I understand Timothy Thatcher is supposed to be competing here tonight, but I don't see him amongst Imperium. This is kind of weird, actually. This must be some kind of mind game that Imperium is trying to play with Big E. I don't know where Timothy Thatcher is. This is actually kind of weird. And there's didn't come out with Imperium. For Timothy Thatcher, man, believe that the rest of Imperium does remember himself. Who understand the art of pro wrestling, the sport, and understand that the mat is sacred. And he said that he recruited some of the best grapplers, technicians, and all-around competitors from all over the world. And that was made perfectly clear when he recruited Timothy Thatcher, Marcel Bartel, I said Marcel Bartel, I'm about to get fired, Ludwig Kaiser, and Giovanni Vinci. When he had Alexander Wolf in the fray, I will admit, it was a pretty intimidating force, but to be honest, when they added Timothy Thatcher, the group just became that much more dangerous. And Thatcher, who has been on top of the former WWE champion, I should say. But Big E now trying to fight back here, showcasing his power. Look at Big E, those thick legs, squatting Timothy Thatcher as the blood rushes through his head. And Timothy Thatcher, former NXT Tag Team Champion, technically with Matt Riddle, looks to build his own momentum. And honestly, Imperium, I feel bad in a way for Imperium. I mean, I like who they've become. They're a group of in-ring superstars that honor traditional tag team and regular wrestling. But at the same time, they had so much success going for them into Extreme Rules. But when the pay-per-view came ahead, that's when things started to go awry. Gunther unfortunately ended up losing the Intercontinental title to Sheamus. Imperium's Ludwig Kaiser and Giovanni Vinci lost the tag title ladder match to crown the undisputed tag team champions. And Timothy Thatcher wasn't even on the card. So I will admit, so far the run of Imperium has not been the best, but I do believe they can come back. There's still a lot of episodes to be made here in Universe Mode. A lot to see, especially the power of Big E. Look at that, the power on display. Big E drops him. And now Big E off the ropes with a huge splash. Cover on Timothy Thatcher, hook of the leg, 2. No, not enough. Big E almost had the W right there. And I think it just takes the big ending, which is probably what he was looking for. And now Timothy goes after the leg, and look at that transition. Look at that transition. Targeting the whole Achilles tendon, trying to pull the legs of Big E back. But remember, Big E has a strong and big frame, especially when it comes to his thighs and legs. But Big E now just trying to fight back. And Thatcher now catches the arm of Big E. And now look, oh, grabs the jaw, and now look, wicked slaps. And an enziguri to follow it up. Timothy Thatcher has been on quite a roll here in Universe Mode, picking up wins over Tommaso Ciampa, Humberto Carrillo, and Akira Tozawa, but this may prove to be his biggest challenge yet, a former WWE champion? And Thatcher, after that wicked hip toss, probably looking for that Fujiwara armbar on Big E, and he's got it! He's got him! Can Timothy Thatcher force Big E to tap out to the Fujiwara armbar? It looks like he's got him. It looks like Big E wrenching on that shoulder. But Big E able to fight out. And the match continues on from there. Timothy Thatcher now gets out of the corner. So does Big E. And now Big E showcasing his power. Oh! A DDT spiked Big E right on that surgically repaired neck. And now Thatcher yet again goes back to the leg of Big E, but too close to the rope. Thatcher had Big E too close to the ropes, but now back into that Fujiwara armbar. Is he going to force him to tap? No, Big E. Too close to the ropes. And you got to feel the frustration for Timothy Thatcher. He felt the win over Big E in the palm of his hand. And now Big E off the ropes with another huge splash quickly into the cover. Shoulders are down. Covered. Oh, so close. Almost had him. And now Big E, here we go. Big E with the big ending. Quick cover on Thatcher. No, Timothy Thatcher kicked out at 1. Big E is in shock. I'm just as shocked as all of you. Timothy Thatcher kicked out of the big ending at 1. And now again targeting that arm of Big E. Oh, another stiff forearm from Timothy Thatcher, or should I say Big E. And now look at this. Again, Timothy back to the leg. But again, Big E's in the ropes. Big E is too close to the ropes. But wait a minute. I think that was all just a prelude to get Big E away from the ropes. And there it is, the Fujiwara armbar. And cranking back on the shoulder. The crank back on the shoulder of Big E. Big E may have no choice but to submit. Big E wrenching on that forearm, but Timothy Thatcher, he saw that Big E was making his way towards the ropes, but again, oh, that is disgusting. And Big E had no choice but to tap. Timothy Thatcher has just made a former Intercontinental and former WWE champion tap out. Imperium is victorious here tonight on SmackDown. And now, ladies and gentlemen, main event time here tonight on SmackDown. And oh, y'all know what time it is. Time to get a little extreme here on the blue brand. It is great to see Jeff Hardy here on SmackDown and in the main event scene. You all love to see it. You gotta love it.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 225 pounds, Jeff Hardy!
The charismatic enigma, the former WWE champion, two-time World Heavyweight Champion, I believe 6-time Intercontinental Champion, 2-time U.S. Champ, and I believe a 12-time Tag Team Champion. Jeff Hardy is a guaranteed ballot Hall of Famer. He deserves the respect. He deserves the admiration and appreciation from the fans. And honestly, I miss just seeing Jeff Hardy. I would not be mad at one more title run when it comes to the charismatic enigma. Whether it's the U.S. Intercontinental or World title, it would be great to see Jeff Hardy in that picture again. And here comes his opponent, the current WWE Champion, the 15-time World Champion, Randy Orton.
His opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
The Viper came out of that fatal four-way match battered, bruised, hurt, but he came out as the WWE Champion, defeating Drew McIntyre, his old rival, EC3, a newcomer he didn't know anything about, and a man who he had the most history with, the American Nightmare, Cody. And I have a feeling it's just a matter of time before we see Randy Orton and Cody go one-on-one in singles competition for that WWE title. Imagine the battle they would have. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes started their careers together as one. Well, Randy started a bit sooner, but Cody started his career at the side of Randy Orton, learning from a man who now has built his own legacy. And now Lady Hardy's there. Some kind of offense to get Hardy. Can't get it as Randy Orton is able to escape. And now Randy Orton now trying to fight back. But at the same time, so is Jeff Hardy. But Jeff Hardy with an X Factor. Impressive there by Jeff. And now Jeff Hardy at the top rope. Looking for a splash, but can't find it. And now Randy gonna mount some kind of offense again, and Jeff now takes a wicked neck breaker. And remember, Randy Orton just came off of that fatal 4-way match just a couple of nights ago at Extreme Rules, defending, well, not really defending, but winning the WWE title in what was a truly historic-making night. We had Randy Orton, we had Drew McIntyre, we had EC3, and we had the American Nightmare Cody, all competing for the WWE title. And in the end of that match, where it looked like it could have been McIntyre or even Cody at one point, it was ultimately the instinct of the Viper, Randy Orton, who came out on top. And now Randy, oh, vintage Orton, with the spike DDT. And now Randy, after the DDT, cover on Jeff Hardy, only a count of 1. And now that we have our WWE Champion, now that we have our face of SmackDown, I think the question really begs to differ about who is going to be Randy Orton's next challenger. Who's going to face the Viper now that he is the WWE Champion yet again here on SmackDown? I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Randy and Jeff Hardy go at it for the title. I really wouldn't. As Randy goes into another cover on Jeff, but broken up there by the rope break. But at the same time, I don't want to just give championship opportunities away. I want to give it to people who really earn it. And a win over the champion here tonight could put Jeff Hardy into a possible world title position. As Jeff Hardy with 2 atomic drops. Come on, Jeff. And now Jeff Hardy just focusing on those legs of Randy Orton. And now Jeff's now starting to come back. Atomic drop. And Jeff now with the double legs into the drop kick. Cover on Randy Orton, but no, not even a 1. This is that veteran mindset of Randy Orton. And Jeff now probably looking for the twist of fate. But Jeff now, look at the combination. Nice offense there from Jeff Hardy. And now Jeff trying to mount some kind of offense, but Randy Orton gonna take Jeff off the top. And Randy now again back in control. And Randy with a big shot right to the face of Jeff Hardy. Jeff may be busted open after that. We may have to check. But Randy right back on Jeff Hardy. But Jeff now somehow with this burst of energy able to take Randy Orton off his feet with another big enziguri. But Jeff, ate a devastating kick. And now Randy, vintage Orton with the backbreaker. And now Randy, I remember this. Randy Orton stomping on every exposed body part. And then finally at the head. And now Randy, no. Now Randy's hearing voices. Randy's hearing those voices. And now stalking Jeff Hardy, sizing him up. The most dangerous letters in the WWE. Almost put into place, but Randy got reversed, but Jeff Hardy got caught with a stunner. And Randy gonna try for it again. Randy just stalking Jeff. The 3 most dangerous letters in WWE today. RKO! Cover! He got him! Randy Orton, big win over Jeff. And now, wait a minute! Wait a minute! That's Karrion Kross! That's Karrion freaking Kross! Karrion Kross, what the hell is he doing here? Kross is attacking the WWE Champion! Kross is relentless right now. Randy Orton just went through a tough match against Jeff Hardy. And where did Karrion Kross even come from? And Cross is still just attacking Orton in the ring. We're going to have to get some answers. What a way to end SmackDown, but I will see you guys for Monday Night Raw. With that said, we're going to get this under control. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you for Raw.
If only I could turn